Alright, this is the dashboard cross-member strut from a BMW 330 Ci 2002. To get this thing out, there's a couple of bolts. I believe they're all 13 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken. We got a couple of bolts, or we got one bolt on the right side here next to the door. It's 13 millimeter right here, and then we got two bolts down here on both sides of the center console. They got a big thick washer like this. They're kind of hiding underneath the fabric a little bit. And then we got this guy that's sticking into, there's like a blue sleeve that this goes into, or whatever color your car is, and it's got a long washer going through it, or a long bolt. We got two more right here that are on the driver's side door. And then we have also, there's this little bolt right here, kind of hard to see because it's got a hole through it. This guy, I couldn't figure out how to get it off. Definitely couldn't get to the other side of it, so I went ahead and drilled it out. I used a first I used a 9/64 inch drill bit, and I drilled through the center, only about maybe an inch in, not even. And then I went ahead and finished it off with a 13/64 inch, and this went ahead and started to crack. It started cracking, and eventually it popped and loosened the whole thing. But make sure you're just going at an optimal speed when you're doing that. You don't want to go too fast or too slow. Make sure there's actual metal coming out when you're doing it, or it'll heat up. And then we have the 4 bolts that are holding up the actual steering column. And this is a little tricky also. They could have made 4 13 millimeter bolts exactly like this. You know, one here, one here, one here, one here. What they did instead is they made this one, goes right here. Whatever this is, you know, all rounded. It looks like something's cut off the end there. I went ahead and went to Ace Hardware. Well, first of all, I had to get it out. I actually took a pair of vice grips, and it's sticking out a little bit on the top. And I kind of grabbed it like this, and I backed it out very slowly and patiently, you know, grabbing it, you know, each time with the vice grips. And I backed it out to the point where I could actually move it with my fingers, and finally got it out. So I decided I didn't want to do that again, so I went over to Ace Hardware and got this bolt, which is almost identical to these bolts, except for kind of missing a little bit of a washer. It's about 40 cents, pretty good deal. 13 millimeter, same threading and everything. So hopefully that'll be a lot easier to get in and out if I have to do it again. Alright, I think that just about covers it. When you take it out, when you get everything off, you're going to probably want to use some gloves because there's a lot of sharp little flanges here and whatnot that'll get you, and it's pretty dirty. So, alright, hope that helps.